welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bree and I'm back with another video, and I would just like to say Happy New Year. For the ones that's new to my channel, welcome. For the ones that's been here, thank you for supporting by watching another video. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the self-love and healing journey, healing from things that we talk about and things that we do not talk about. First, I would like to say everyone's healing process is different. There's no way you can move on from a traumatic experience without healing. I'm going to speak on my healing journey and hopefully I can help you guys start yours. If you are not familiar with my domestic violence situation, please go check out my videos. There are two, one explaining the situation, another one explaining red flags and ways that you can get help. Going back to that traumatic experience, it was ongoing for a while and I never thought that I would heal from that. There were ways that I tried to heal, and that was killing things with kindness, pretending to be happy, etc. Of course, they were all an epic fail. However, I am here, I am alive, and I am able to tell you guys how I began to heal properly. When I was going through my traumatic experience, I was journaling, and I didn't realize that I was journaling, but basically I had this notebook, and every hit, every shove, every choke, I would like write all of that down, and I would talk to myself and be like, Bree, this is not okay, you don't deserve this. When I got ready to move out of my apartment, I could not find that journal, and that was the scariest thing ever, because I'm like, oh my God, what if somebody got it? That's just how scared I was to not tell anyone what I was going through. But I did get my official first journal from one of my coworkers for Christmas. I didn't start journaling in it until January. Getting this journal was my first step into my healing stage. My first journal was about me moving to Alaska. Some days in my journal it would be personal. Some days I would get journal topics off TikTok, but it was just so many good things happening after I began to heal. I was an interventionist for math for 6th grade, and then right after that I had got a new job position, and I'm like, oh my God, so many great things are happening for me. Like, I felt so good to write all of those things down. I had so many things to share in my journal, and I just thought to myself, all I had to do was let go and let God, and all these blessings just start overflowing. As I journal, which I said that was the very first step to my healing stage, I did get lucky. I have my friend, which is now my boyfriend, to help me along my healing journey. He watched me face my anxieties. There were plenty nights like I cried mad tears. My anxiety was always to the roof. I couldn't sleep. It was just crazy. Oh my God, y'all, that was a lot. That was truly a lot. I just truly knew that there was no way possible that I can stay in a place with so many bad memories. Like, I had to move out of my apartment. Like, it was just crazy. And speaking of friend, also during your healing journey, you need someone to talk to. Whether it's a friend, maybe a family member, for sure, if you can't talk to anyone else, please get a counselor. You need to talk to someone. It just feels so much better when you are talking to someone, or you are talking about the things that you are going through with someone that you trust. Keyword, trust. But I was happy, guys. I didn't have to pretend anymore. But the big spark in my healing process was that I got into a relationship. I'm talking like a real relationship. Like, I haven't been in a relationship since high school, and I don't think that counts. But yeah, and did you guys think I was fully healed? Nope. But I thought I was. Everything just was going so great. And I know for me, my biggest fear about being in a relationship, I wasn't scared to like love again, but my biggest fear was communication and getting into an argument or disagreement or anything like that, because of past situations. I knew like I was always wrong. always getting called out my name for, like, it was just crazy. Was one of my main fears with getting into a relationship, not the relationship itself, but just how am I going to handle an argument or handle a disagreement, because I know that that is going to trigger my anxiety because I have never had real communication. Once again, I am thankful that my boyfriend, who was my friend for many years, the foundation that we built, we're friends before anything, period. So he was able to understand, like, of course, he been there from the beginning of me healing. So he was able to understand, like, how it was coming from a toxic situation like that, and he understood that I was damaged. But did he take it easy on me? No. I am thankful for that because I don't want anything easy. I didn't want him to feel sorry for me or butter me up because I went through this bad domestic violence situation. Like, I want to experience a real relationship where you go through problems and you work through them. So I am glad that he did take it easy on me, and knowing that you can agree or disagree, and it's life. Like, you work it out and you move on. Like I said, the biggest spark was getting into a relationship while I was starting my healing journey. And one night, me and my boyfriend were going through his books, and I was like, hey, I want to start reading. Let me look at your books. And I picked out 2 books, and I'm going to show you guys the book. This was the first book that I seen, and I was like, oh my God, I want to read it. The title is What on Earth Am I Here For by Rick Warren. And basically it's finding your purpose in life. Then we have Relationship Goals by Michael Todd. Guess what book did I choose to read first? What you guys think? Drum roll, please. Y'all was probably thinking Relationship Goals, huh? No. I definitely chose What on Earth Am I Here For? Because I needed to find my purpose in life, or even just to begin to figure out what is my purpose in life. Another reason why I chose this book, because I truly needed to love myself in order to love someone else. When I first started reading this book, the way that it is set up, it's by days, and it's day 1 all the way to day 42, and it's basically you making a commitment to finding your purpose. And on day one, it says it all starts with God. And from that moment, I was like, oh my God, I am going to fall in love with this book, because on each day after you read maybe 3 or 4 pages, you will have a point to ponder, a verse to remember, question to consider, and then if you wanted to hear the message, they had the link where you can go find a video. For example, day 1, thinking about my purpose, point to ponder. It's not about me. Verse to remember, everything got started in him and finds its purpose in him. Question to consider, in spite of all the advertising around me, how can I remind myself that life is really about living for God and not myself? I was like, okay, it is going by days. This is going to be perfect for my journal. That way I don't have to search for journal topics. This book have taught me so much. I'm going to share a few with you guys, but I truly want you guys to go buy this book. It is totally worth it. But what I did learn is everything starts with God. Things take time. Life is temporary here, and that was a big one for me, because we know that we are not promised to stay here forever. And it talks a lot about the life in heaven. Like, how we are here now is just preparation. I found out different ways to trust God and just to put God first, period. Like, even when I felt like things would go bad while I'm at work, or just dealing with any situation in general, I will say, God, you are with me. Last but not least, happiness is my choice, and I don't need anyone's approval for that. Towards the end of the book, I was like, wow, oh, it's getting real. He definitely touched on people pleasing, like we're not here to please anyone, and also to surround yourself around positive people. You should have people in your corner supporting you always. After reading that book, I just felt different, and I feel grateful for so much. I look at life differently. This book made me realize that the woman that I aspire to be is there. I just have to bring her out. I know that we are not on this earth forever, but while we are here, we must fulfill the purpose that God has for us. This book truly made me get in tune with myself. I know in the beginning I told you guys I never felt so free after my domestic violence situation. After this book, I never felt so alive. And now that I am finished with the book, I also have my prayers and blessings notebook. It starts with January 1st, and this was a Christmas gift. You guys probably seen on one of my Vlogmas videos. But January 1st, may you look forward to the year ahead with confidence in God. He loves you more than you can imagine and cheers you on to fulfill his purpose for you. And after that, it goes into January 2nd, and there's a scripture. I am going to be sharing these on TikTok, so make sure you follow me on TikTok. I also have the 100 Days of Believing Bigger. On this side, you have the passage that you read, you have a question, you answer it, and then you have a prayer at the end. And I think that is just the most amazing thing ever. I have my personal journal, and this is the journal that my coworker gave me for Christmas, and it says trust in the Lord with all your heart. The reason why I love journaling so much because I'm able to look back and think about all the great things I have done and how I have grown a lot. It's really a sight to see. It's amazing to read them. I'm just like, wow, I took risks. I made moves. I did what I had to do. So get you a personal journal. Get you a spiritual journal. Get this book. Since I am done with that book, I will be reading the Relationship Goals book, and I will be back to give you guys a review on it. And if you want to go ahead and buy and read it while I am reading it, we can all come back and review. I do want you guys to know that my healing process is still ongoing. I feel like you are never truly healed. You just keep going. And I truly believe in a saying, life is what you make it. Things that you need to remember to take away from this video: get you a journal, personal and spiritual. Talk to someone. You need to talk to someone that you can trust. Read this book. Excited to see what this year is going to bring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.